On today's show,
we debate who should be the 10 All-Star starters announced later tonight on TNT.
Baron Davis is back on the show because he was so good the first time.
And the Rockets Clippers deliver enough memes to build a team.
It's Thursday, January 18th. The starter starts now.
Good evening, Sweet World, and welcome to The Starters, presented by Jack Daniel's Tennessee Honey. Whether you're joining us live right now on NBA TV, watching later on YouTube, listening to the podcast, doesn't matter. We're very happy to have you. I'm Jay Skeets, and alongside me, as always, that's Tess Mellis.
Thank you for joining us.
To his right, the international man of mystery, taking it to the max, Lee Ellis. Lily, and last, certainly not least, over yonder. That is the bearded one. That's Trey Kirby. Hey, yo! TK, what's poppin'?
Well, I'm here at the internet looking for your best tweets at #TheStarters. And guys, today is Throwback Thursday, and that's perfect because it's the 12-year anniversary of this show. Started way back in 2006 when it was just Skeets, Taz, and our director, JD. There's a podcast called The Basketball Jones up in Toronto. A lot has changed since then, but since it's TBT, we're going to take a look at some of the classics from way back in the day.
No one makes money sitting down, Mellis.
Let's make up some money!
Looks like this season's dead in the water.
Boom! Boom! How'd you feel about it?
They feel good.
It was rough. I mean, commuting into work today.
Yeah?
Sausage fest on the streetcar. What I don't mean a lot of men. I mean we were like sardines in there, aka sausages. What? Moving on.
Sardine sausage. What's the big deal?
Anyways, it brings us to today's question. What's your favorite TBJ or the starters moment? We've got a lot of them. Personally, I'm throwing it back to my very first video with these guys. It got pretty loud. It's only gotten weirder since, but we want to hear from you, so let us know on Twitter. What's your favorite TBJ or the starters moment? Send us your favorites. We'll reminisce a little bit later.
All right, get your tweets in. Happy anniversary.
Happy
To
anniversary.
everyone here. We got a fun show for you tonight. Baron Davis is back in studio to answer some hard-hitting questions. We got a brand new edition of the meme team. We got Lee's very solid play. But first, tonight on TNT, we got a doubleheader, but the NBA will unveil the starting lineups for the 2018 All-Star Game before the games, as determined by a joint vote among fans, players, and media members. So before we learn the official 10 starters, let's have a little what you got fun as a way for us to cast our ballot. Trey, take it away.
That's right, Skeets. It's starters time, and we're going to begin with the East, where us four starters agree on four starters. We're locking in Kyrie Irving and DeMar DeRozan as the guards, and they will be joined by LeBron James and Giannis Antetokounmpo in the front court. But that last spot, it's a tough one, guys. Seems like there's three candidates, so who you picking between Joel Embiid, Al Horford, or Kristaps Porzingis? What you got?
I'm going Al Horford because I don't want him to be forgotten, and we always forget about Al Horford. Quite often forgotten on his own team. We talk about the Celtics, we talk about Kyrie Irving, and basically that's it. Al Horford does everything for that team. Name one thing, he does it. He's the glue guy on that team. He's the best defensive player on the best defensive team in the league, and he's only made 2 All-Star teams in his career, which is not right, so I want to make sure he gets on this team. I'm throwing him in that starter's role.
I'm going with Joel Embiid myself. Usually I take into account games played, and Joel Embiid has played 31 out of 40, which is exactly the same amount he's played in his first 3 seasons. But his impact on both ends of the floor is undeniable, not just on his team, but on the Sixers' record when he plays. So I think it's Embiid. He's got the numbers there. His team, not in the playoffs right now. They do need a few more wins. And Horford, I usually reward winning as well. But in this case, I just think Embiid has had a better, more impactful season individually to merit All-Star selection.
And again, we're just picking the starter here.
Yeah.
Do we all agree that all 3 of these guys eventually get in? Or do you think there's some concern if Horford doesn't make a starter?
No,
you think he's in? Yeah.
I think he's more of a coach's reserve type guy than he is a starter type guy.
I think you're right.
You know, fans won't vote for him. They'll rather vote for an Embiid or Porzingis. But coaches always get the steady guy.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Embiid as well. I think you can make a case for any of these 3, but I'll go Embiid. Something Ghostface Tom Ziller wrote for SB Nation last year, and as we look at the numbers, he wrote, quoting Ziller, the NBA All-Star Game is pomp and spectacle. Paul Millsap is a wonderful player and fine human, but he is completely pointless in the All-Star Game. Embiid can give you highlights and he can give you fun. My point here, replace Paul Millsap with Al Horford. An awesome player, a fine human, but doesn't scream All-Star like Joel Embiid. And I want Joel Embiid to finally get that date with Rihanna as well. And so going back to 2014.
Does he have to be a starter?
I don't think so. I think it might
Okay.
be a technicality,
Yeah.
but I don't want to risk it. So,
Yeah.
put him in there as a starter.
Yeah.
But again, all these three guys will probably be there.
And just to be clear, the starters get picked tonight, but not necessarily on those teams.
Yes,
all
that's
10,
true.
all 10 guys get picked, but then the draft will
Right.
happen at some point.
We find
next
out the
week.
captains.
We find out next week.
Yeah, we find out the captains though.
That's
tonight.
exactly right. All right, Trey, next one.
Actually, I'm going with
Oh, yeah.
Joel Embiid here as well. He's been dominant when he's on the court, and the All-Star Game is about having fun, guys. You gotta have Joel
Yeah.
Embiid in there from the get-go. Anyways, just like in the East, we got two starters locked into the Western Conference front court as the four of us agreed on Anthony Davis and Kevin Durant, but that pesky last spot got us again. Here's your three candidates for the West front court starter: LaMarcus Aldridge, DeMarcus Cousins, or Draymond Green. What you got?
I'm going to eliminate DeMarcus Cousins because I don't believe he and Davis deserve to start on that team.
Okay.
So down to Green and LaMarcus Aldridge. I'm going with LaMarcus Aldridge. I've been on Draymond Green's wagon a lot this season, but I think where Aldridge is and where the Spurs are right now, they're 30-16 without their best player for most of the season, Kawhi Leonard.
And Danny Green was out for a good chunk. Tony Parker's
Tony
only
Parker's
played
missed
20
time
games.
as well,
Yeah.
and I don't think anyone really saw this resurgent season coming from LaMarcus Aldridge. We know they almost traded him in the off-season, the San Antonio Spurs. Instead, it's been like an incredible renaissance from LaMarcus Aldridge. He's got the numbers
How
there.
did you just say
I know, I don't know. He's got the numbers.
Who is Renaissance?
Do you mean Renee Young?
He's got incredible numbers. His team is winning. The Spurs always talk about a team that gets overlooked.
Yeah.
It's always the San Antonio Spurs. I give it him just a slight edge over Draymond Green, who does more all around the court. But I think numbers-wise and the impact LaMarcus has had, I give it to him.
Yeah, they had an incredible summer together where LaMarcus Aldridge said to the team, I don't know where I'm at with this team. Greg Popovich worked it out with him. I don't think I should answer this question because I said Al Horford's a two-time All-Star. I lied, he's a four-time All-Star.
Okay.
I remove myself, I rescind myself from this
Abstaining.
investigation.
Well, it would be interesting if you took LaMarcus Aldridge.
I would take LaMarcus.
Oh, so okay, you would. So that's a little confusing to me though, because if you're going to take Al Horford, because he doesn't light up the box score, you're going to take Al Horford in the East. Then sort of why wouldn't you maybe go with that route with Draymond Green, who again, obviously doesn't score as much as a Cousins or an Aldridge here.
Yeah, Aldridge doesn't score as much as Cousins. I mean, Cousins
No,
has the best
I know.
numbers of all these guys.
Yeah,
But he's not
yeah.
the steadiest of them, to
But-
me. Most personal fouls, most turnovers in the league.
You have to find a reason to why you split these guys because their numbers.
Yeah, and you were saying your reason, and I don't want to put words in your mouth,
Yeah.
but you're saying the reason I'm not taking Cousins as a starter is because Anthony Davis, who we have as a lock, is on the same team.
Exactly, yeah.
They're not winning enough games.
No,
I
but
mean, that's key.
and it's making it difficult right now because they've gone on a little hot streak, and
Yeah.
Cousins has been fantastic.
They're 2 games above 500. I mean,
Three,
they
aren't
can-
they? They're 20.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
They lost last night.
That's
23
right.
and
Yeah.
21.
Yeah.
They'll get back to that 500 mark in no time. That's what they do,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
But Cousins will be in the game. There's no doubt about
Yeah.
that. He's had an incredible
Again, all
season.
three guys.
Yeah.
He has.
They're all going to be there. And in the end of the day, a lot of times we don't look back and go, well, he was a 10-time All-Star, but how many times did he start the
No.
game?
How many times was he voted by the
We
fans?
rarely do that, so it doesn't even matter as long as you sort of get in there. I like how we're fact-checking each other left and right. How to say Renaissance, how many
Renaissance.
All-Stars Al Horford made. All right.
Renee Paquette.
Trey, what's the answer here with this?
I'm also voting for LaMarcus. He's dragged the Spurs to a top 5 record. Only 9 games from Kawhi. He's been incredible on both ends. Anyways, last but not least, let's talk West guards. James Harden is a lock for one of the spots. But even though Steph Curry will definitely be voted in as a starter, he's missed 15 games so far. So let's have us a debate. Who's your last West guard? Jimmy Butler, Steph Curry, or Russell Westbrook? What you got?
It's Steph Curry. He should be a lock. I mean, Harden's played 4 more games. Why is Harden a lock? Curry's played 31, Harden's played 35.
Yeah.
Curry's been unbelievable when he's playing. Unbelievable. Leads the league in true shooting percentage, up there in player efficiency
I'd
rating.
pick Steph, too.
Real plus minus.
But when you look
That's
at
a
Jimmy
no-brainer.
Butler has played 13 more games than Steph Curry.
And
I
look
think
at
that's
the
a fair.
Wolves are 29 and 17. This is incredible.
And they're great against the Western
Yeah.
Conference. But Steph Curry, 50, 40, 90. He's getting close to that 2015
Exactly.
MVP year.
His unanimous MVP, right?
Right.
Yeah.
His
15,
shooting
16.
shooting numbers. He's the best shooter in the league, and this is the era of shooting. I think you
Yeah.
got to have the best shooter in the league, and it's not just the idea of the best shooter. Literally, he is the best shooter. The true shooting percentage. I go Steph.
You
but
got you lean
Yeah.
towards Butler.
No,
honestly.
I mean, I like to
You
reward
said
the
Embiid,
Warriors.
he played 31
I know.
games, so
I
it's
like to reward the Warriors to have. I believe they have 2 starters and Draymond, I put him on the bench. So,
Right.
so I think I will go with Steph. This was definitely the hardest for me because I think Jimmy Butler, he got off to a slow start this season, but in the last 6 weeks
Oh,
or
he's
so, he
on
has been
fire.
unbelievable. And
Like, look at the numbers from all three of these
I know.
guys.
Steph, I mean, 15 games, that's a lot actually. You didn't realise he's missed quite that many. I didn't feel
But
like
again,
that.
but you didn't penalize Embiid.
No, I know. But
Well,
that's
Lee,
the
look
thing.
what we found. Somebody tweeted
Oh.
in a picture of Renee Sans. Is this who you were talking about?
Exactly, that's how it was on my mind before.
Hashtag NBA vote Renee Sans.
Trey,
Renaissance.
Trey, what's the answer here? Is it Curry?
Come
Butler?
on, it's Steph Curry,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
Steph
yeah.
Curry. This is an all-star game. You don't want to see him out there bombing from half court? Easy, Trey.
All right.
You're just mad Jimmy left the Bulls.
All right.
Yes? So?
Hey, look, speaking of
Steph
all
Curry should still
stars,
start, man.
speaking of
agree.
all stars, gentlemen, Baron Davis is back in the building.
yeah.
He's back. He's back. He's playing the guitar like he's Lance Stevenson. He'll join us next on the starter set. Don't go anywhere. Back with the starters tonight on Area 21. KG bringing in some former NBA greats, Amari Stoudemire, Steve Smith, and our guest right now, back for the second time, two-time All-Star, Baron Davis.
I'm back.
Boom Dizzle's back.
Trying to be the fifth star.
Yeah, man.
man.
You're well on your way.
All right, man.
Yeah, okay, we got
Me in the game.
look, you're in. We got a bunch of questions for you. All right, we got to address a bunch of things here. First things first. You played for the Clippers. Is there a secret tunnel in the Staples Center?
Absolutely.
There is. Break
absolutely.
it down for us.
Man, it's all kind of secret tunnels, man. All downtown. You know what I mean? But you have to be a Clipper, or I think the Lakers have more access to different
They
tunnels.
got more tunnels. More
Yeah,
titles,
so the
more
Clippers
tunnels,
only
more
really got
tunnels,
like
yeah.
the tunnel from the guest locker room to the Clipper tunnel, but there's a couple hidden tunnels in
Well,
there.
what did you make of this, the Clips Rockets sort of fiasco here, spilling into the back, guys trying to get in there? Green and Ariza getting 2-game suspension.
I always kind of never believe what people say. You know, when they say, "Oh, like the police were there and they broke it up," and
Capella
they
was
were
going
yeah,
to
they
the
were going
front,
through
but
this
then
like
it was-
back tunnel, and it's like, was there a fight in the tunnel? Like, no. I think it's a lot of media attention and right now we live in a day where media and everything just kind of gets blown out of proportion.
explodes.
So at the end of the day, it's unfortunate that Trevor and Gerald Green, that they got to face 2-game suspension because of that, which it wasn't nothing that really happened. So it's just sometimes the media get a hold of things and it becomes like it's about to be like another world war.
Let's get your take on the, I guess they'll call it the Paul Pierce, Isaiah Thomas sort of controversy there with the jersey retirement, the tribute retirement. Last night, Jalen Rose, right to Paul Pierce's face, he said he's petty. So is Paul Pierce being petty, or was he being petty with this whole, again, Isaiah Thomas sort of situation? What do you think?
I think that I think it's just a bad. It's just bad marketing programming for the Boston Celtics.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like to actually, honor a player that's coming back that you traded, you know what I mean,
Right.
and doing a tribute to him, but you traded him. And then to be doing that on the night where you're retiring, a Celtic legend jersey, to me it don't make no sense. There are other opportunities to do it. It's Paul Pierce night. Isaiah was right about, kind of like stepping back, you know what I mean? But it's just so many different elements. I don't really think Isaiah cares for the tribute, you know what I mean? But at some point he will get a tribute, just to say thanks and his appreciation. But, he happy with the Cavs, and I think this whole thing is kind of blown out of proportion. But, Paul has a right to be petty, you know what I mean? I just kind of think that it's a marketing blunder, on the Celtics by trying to trying to squeeze two, trying to squeeze two things and trying to
There's
make
a
two
lot of
things
games.
important in
Got to
a
check the
game.
schedule.
Isaiah Thomas can have another night. You get a Star Wars night. There's all kinds of nights.
there's
Paul
all
Pierce
kinds
can
of
have his own night,
I mean, he can actually come on a night when they're not playing and get honored.
Oh,
Right?
True.
There's options.
I mean, not really.
No. Baron, you're a fashionable guy. Would you agree with that?
Yeah,
Come on,
sometimes
just
when I
go
feel
for it.
yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Did you see what Russell Westbrook wore last night? Now, we ask you, we play a little game here on the starters. Is this fashion or nah?
No, that's definitely fashion.
Okay. Okay.
When you start looking at, back in the 80s and the Studio 54, you know what I mean? And Russell Westbrook, he bringing a whole new look and entertainment, you know what I mean, to the way people dress. Let's just hope that other dudes don't get the courage to start expressing themselves like that.
Right.
Because Russ is like one who can pull it off.
Right.
You know, he's already considered a fashion icon, so, you know, let's let Russ have that look.
Right.
And let's nobody try to compete with Russ because nobody can do what he did.
Yeah, that's a unique
I mean,
look.
look how he put that together, man. That's like, you know, I'm serious. I'm serious about my lab work. You know what I mean? I don't want to touch nothing. I don't want to touch nothing. I got my gloves on. You know what I mean? It's all swag. It's all swag, and it's, you know, it's ice white.
In the summer at the NBA award show, Lee had you give a shout out to one of his old friends who's got messed up feet.
Okay.
In case you can't remember, we have a short clip of you giving that little shout out.
Hey, Toes, my dog. What with your dog, baby?
So you were giving a shout out to 8 Toes.
8 Toes, yeah, that's homeboy.
Right, that's his homeboy. He got 8 Toes. But from what I can tell, you've never actually seen 8 Toes' foot. So do you
No,
want?
I'm cool.
Do you want to see his toes?
No, I'm cool.
Come on,
See
let's see
those
that
toes.
See those toes. See those
See the toes. Let's see the
Oh, brutal.
It's bad.
That's brutal. Old 8 Toes, Lee.
Yeah, but see, the story behind it is, as I was saying to you that night, whenever
crazy,
me and him
dude.
used to play NBA Live.
That's like that's not even like that's like one giant stuck together toe. Bring that back, dog.
Once you see it once, you
I
gotta
know,
see it
it's
again.
hard to throw away.
Oh man, that's like a
Hey, you're his hero, man.
there's like no knuckles on the feet.
Yeah.
Man, that's just like
It's like a crazy
like a-
glue went wrong
yeah.
or something. Yeah.
He's got
that's like 3 toenails in the toe. You know what I mean? Like 3 toenails lived in the toe. No.
Barrett, we can't
Have
thank you
no
enough. We can't thank you
The two
enough.
had
for
nowhere to
coming
go.
on, man. The fifth starter, Boom Dizzle, Barrett Davis. Barrett, thanks a lot, man. When we come back, Sir Robert Covington stars in the meme team. Don't go anywhere.
The Starters is brought to you by Jack Daniel's Tennessee Honey, official partner of the NBA.
Every week, we scour the internet to bring you the meme team, our favorite weird and wacky moments from the past 7 days.
At number 5, after the Sixers win Monday, TJ McConnell's being interviewed. Robert Covington snuck in there and blew on him.
What?
Yeah. So the Sixers memed him blowing on a ton of things. This is well done. Just a short little video.
Nice. Whoa.
Perfect.
At number 4 this week, Kyle Lowry had quite the look as he talked to reporters. A lot of people, including Herb McDerb, saw a resemblance to viral video star Antoine Dodson. Hit the track.
Had your kids, had your wife, had your kids, had your wife, had your kids, had your wife.
Yeah, you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So way back, playback.
Meme of the year, 2010. Big year.
At number 3, Lance Stevenson played a little air guitar, so the internet mashed him up with this musical hit. Oh, you remember Big Enough? Why? Why?
What was that? Number 2, the hottest app in the game right now is the Google Arts and Culture app, which allows people to upload selfies and get matched up with the faces from museum artworks around the world. And CBS Sports, yeah, threw some NBA players into the mix here. You had Klay Thompson, Kevin Love, Boban, looking like a cartoon character.
Fabio?
BFG.
Kristaps Porzingis, he got this sketch. Our favorite, though, maybe, was Steve Kerr. He got matched up with an old woman in glasses.
66%.
And you know the starters had to get in on the fun. Trey, the portrait of a bearded man.
Accurate.
Yeah, Taz with a very strange one.
Great hat.
I love mine. Not bad. The island. And Lee looking like Richard Pryor.
At number 1, the Rockets-Clippers game Monday was testy, so much so the Rocks entered the Clippers locker room after the game. Here come the memes. Kenny Ducey, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Well done. Dan Weiner, the Indiana Jones. Chris Paul, he's looking in that secret tunnel. Yes, he is. Damon R., Shawshank. Well done. Jay Hickness 9. Oh, it's the Home Alone plan.
That's the plan. That's what we're doing.
Where are we going? How are we getting there? Nick Pants with the Die Hard. Well done. And Hash basketball, oh yeah, the old DeAndre Jordan chair. That's why they couldn't get into the locker room. Well
Makes
done.
sense.
And there were a million others from that Rockets Clippers fiasco. Good work, Internet. When we come back, Lily hits us with a very solid play. I can't wait.
Oh, it's a good one.
In a shirt like that, woo! It is the 12th anniversary today of the Basketball Jones / The Starters. We asked you for your favorite moment from the past 12 years, I guess. Trey, you got a few of the best answers.
Yeah, there's a lot of good ones. We've put out some classics. For instance, the Lynn Shake. Who can forget Grievous Dad's Quest, the nickname for Grievous Vasquez back in the day. Lee giving play-by-play to a giraffe being bored. Skeets throwing up a gallon of milk. Also threw up some eggnog at one point. Lee's very solid play, a classic. Pocket Docs was good, but the best moment is when Tass plays the recorder and everyone else starts singing. How about when Tass showed up on Renee Young's show dressed as Randy Savage?
Oh,
That was
yeah.
classic. Progression of my beard over the years. Thank you. And finally, best TBJ moment, the Kobe and Artest lost trash talk.
That was a good
Yeah, we've been around since Ron Artest was Ron Artest.
Yeah, good point. All right, tonight's pick and play. We all lost last night, but tonight's game, Wolves Rockets. This one on TNT, good game. Trey and Lee have the Rockets, Tass and I have the Wolves. Finally, we have a game where we are split on, so that's exciting. Lee, VSP.
Yeah, despite the awful performance from the Wizards last night, they can pick up the consolation prize of the very solid play. This was a beauty. If they ran their offense a bit more like this throughout the game, they might have picked up the win. Beal with the three is beautiful. That's what I call a very solid play.
The offense wasn't the problem last night. They couldn't stop them.
Yeah,
Gave up
they lost by 20,
77 first half points. Crazy, crazy stuff. That's nice, though. Tomorrow's Friday. It's the Drop Podcast. Subscribe to The Starters on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Hopefully The Starters is there. That's it for us tonight. Thanks again to Baron Days for coming on. We'll see you tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern.
All right, thanks for joining us, folks. And remember, big pants were in 12 years ago.
Brace the night, people.